Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Webtogs gear review. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Biolite Campstove 2 Plus. So if you're thinking about a wood burning stove, or you just want to reduce the amount of gas that you use or fuel that you use in your camp stoves, or if you want to get rid of it completely, this is definitely a stove to consider. So like I said, it's a traditional wood burning stove, so twigs, bits of wood, as long as it's dry and you can set it on fire, pop it in there, hey presto, it will cook all your food, which is great. Again, making it eco-friendly. But this big orange pack on the front there, basically it's a power bank. So it basically uses the heat that the wood burning stove basically conducts, and then it transfers that into energy and it's stored into here. And then you've got a USB-A adapter or plug on the front there. So whatever you've got via USB, plug it in there, hey presto, you can charge it. Obviously there should be an asterisk. If you have a, I don't know, 60-inch TV that somehow is powered by USB, this isn't going to power it. Unfortunately, if you stick that in, switch it on, it's probably going to blow up. And also as well, why are you hiking with a 60-inch powered USB TV? But you know, your GPS system, you can even use this system to charge up your power bank, which then you can use to charge up other gear along your adventure. So yeah, that's a really cool, useful hit to have. You're getting electricity from you cooking, which is a massive win-win-win. So this really is its own ecosystem, which is just fantastic. The overall design as well, it makes it nice and lightweight. Even with the power bank, it weighs around about 935 grams, which isn't too shabby if you think about it. The actual structure itself of the burner is nice and lightweight. As I say, the majority of the weight is going to be on the power bank there, but that isn't that much, to be honest with you. The way that it's colored rendered as well means for night cooking, it makes it a lot more easier to see, a lot more easier to function as well, which is really, really cool. And due to the flame, basically due to the fan system, it offers a smokeless flame. So the fan system that's built into the power pack here enables you to actually be more efficient with the fuel for the wood that you're burning, which means you'll get more out of the fuel of the wood that you're burning, but also as well, that means it gives you a smokeless cook as well. So it helps eliminate that smoke. So you just get the fire and it lasts for longer due to that fan, which I think is amazing. Anyway, let's take a closer look at the stove itself. So before I talk about the stove, you do get some accessories in the 2 Plus. So first off, you get some fuel sticks. So if you're new to wood burning and you just want to help a hand in getting the fire going, you got a pack of those, which is really, really good. You just break it off, pop it in there, or set it on fire, pop it in there. Hey presto, that's going to get the stove itself going. And then again, working with the fan, it just means it's going to stay lit for longer. You get 100 lumen flexi light as well. Again, that's USB, so you can pop that in there. And then you know, again, for a general campsite light, or if you just, you know, you're cooking in the dark and you want to see a little bit more than what you're doing, pop that in there, and then hey presto, it's just a nice little flex light. And as I say, that's 100 lumens, which is actually pretty bright for a little light like that. And as I say, there's not much weight to it. And then you get 2 packs. So you get the pack for the actual cook unit itself, nice and big, pop it in there, tie it up, and hey presto. And you get a smaller one, which is here. It's stitched in the back there, of course it is. But basically you get that, and that is for the power bank itself. So you can store it all in one unit if you want to, but if you want to keep things separate, you do have some, you know, some bags there, compression bags there, just to keep it safe and secure. So the unit itself, the way that it works, if I actually flip it all down, it actually comes out in 2 parts. So the charger itself is, as I say, it's pretty robust. You've got that fan system on the front there, you've got the on-off button, and then you've got your power system on there as well. So you've got your battery limits, how much, you know, power you have on the fan, as well as the flame as well. So you can see the indicators there on how the actual power bank is performing, you know, enabling you to either top up the fuel for the stove itself, see how much battery's charged for you to charge your gear, or as well as how to fuel the, you know, the fan or the fire as well. Basically, that is your key indicator on how well and how much power this thing is emitting. And again, just flip that open there at the bottom there, and then you have your USB port system in there, plug that in, and then hey presto. But yeah, so fan system on there, that draws the air in, and then that basically exhales into there, which then fuels the the actual stove itself. Again, I'll show you the back paneling to that in a second. And in this section here, this is where basically the energy is drawn in. So this heats up, which then gets converted on the inside there to give you power for your USB. As I say, it's fairly heavy, but it does the job, and it's really easy to actually stick into the system. But again, I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to show you the stove itself. So the stove itself is pretty standard, really nice mesh paneling as well. So that's going to enable breathability. It's enabling heat exhaustion from the outside there. So yeah, it just gives you more, in all honesty, more of a cool down period. So once you've finished with the stove, this mesh paneling there is just going to enable the cool air to actually cool the stove down a little bit quicker, which is really cool. On the back paneling, so that's where the kind of the exhaust section goes into. So pop that in there, and in that section there is where the fuel or the fan sucks the air up from the top and it fuels it into the fire, which then is going to go at the bottom there, which is enabling you a more efficient burn time with your wood. As I say, it's going to make it last longer just having that fan there, which is a really cool system. To lock it into place is super easy. So you just slide it in there, and then what you'll notice at the bottom, one of the feet locks that into place. So that is in there, that is well and truly tight. Just put that off, slides out, up and in, hook that into place. You've got the two other feet, and again, that span on the actual feet as well is really cool. So even if you're going to be putting this on some uneven terrain, some uneven ground, it's going to be solid. And as I say, with the stove and your pan on the top there, it's just going to add additional weight. And again, the power bank itself is holding that weight down. So again, if it is uneven ever so slightly, you know, or you're cooking on uneven terrain, that footbed there is a great footbed. Yeah, which is really cool. So all in all, who's this for? So if you want to reduce your overall gas consumption, if you want to go down the more, not traditional route, but if you want to go down the more eco-friendly route, but you still want to top up your gear, you're still obviously hooked on your phone or your GPS, and you want a system where you're not necessarily always relying on mains electricity, this is something to consider. If you're looking for a wood burning stove that is efficient, so rather than it just being a metal, metal can, should we say, sticking your twigs and your sticks and then lighting them up, due to the fan technology that's in this stove, it means it's more efficient as well. So not only are you reducing or completely getting rid of your gas consumption, you're getting the best performance you can out of a wooden stove, and that is just due to the fan system there. And as I say, the actual overall design of the Biolite is a fantastic bit of kit. It looks nice and it does the job. So yeah, if you're looking at wild camping, even reducing your pack weights, because with a stove, gas, fuel, that can all add up. And again, if you have additional power banks as well, which a lot of hikers and adventurers have nowadays, rather than having a power bank, you can use this system here to charge stuff up. Yeah, it just ticks all the boxes. And the fact as well that it's coloured and it's designed for low level and nighttime cooking as well is fantastic. The fact that you get a really cool 100 lumen light on the 2 Plus is great. And the fact that you get a little starter kit, some fire kit in there as well, it just ticks all the boxes for anyone who's looking to properly get off of grid, reduce their gas and fuel consumption, as well as charge up their own gear. It really is a cool package. Anyway, if you want to find out more about the Biolite Stove 2 Plus, just head over to webtogs.com or click on the link that is pinned in the comments. And whilst you're over there, you'll notice a really cool initiative that we're doing at the moment, which is place an order, plant a tree, which is super cool. So with every Webtogs order that is put through our website, we will plant a tree, which within itself is fantastic. But did you know our warehouse is super eco-friendly? At this moment in time, or as of recording, our warehouse has reduced their carbon emissions by 93.5%, which within itself is fantastic. But when you marry place an order, plant a tree, and our low carbon emissions on the warehouse, it actually means a super cool thing. So your one purchase, your one order through our website means that we're planting that tree. Now that one tree that we're planting actually wipes out the carbon emission of 3 other Webtog orders. So not only are you helping plant a tree, not only are you helping us reduce our carbon emissions by purchasing through us, you're also helping wipe out carbon emission on 3 other Webtog orders. How fantastic is that. Anyway, if you want to find out more information about that scheme as well, again, I've pinned it in the comments below. So yeah, if you're after a stove that, you know, is eco-friendly but still gives you all the power and the juice that you need, as well as an advancement of the general wood burning stove thanks to the internal fan of this system, this is definitely something to consider. Anyway, I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching and happy trails.